So in this video tutorial, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to link your sales funnel on Systeme.io with Google Tag Manager so that you can be able to track all the activities on your Systeme.io website or sales funnel effectively. So the first thing that you have to do here is to go to your browser, open a new tab, and then type tagmanager.google.com. So if you type tagmanager.google.com on your browser, you're going to be having the same interface, but not so similar with this, right? Because I already have a Google Tag Manager account. So if you don't have a Google Tag Manager account yet, all you have to do is just to sign into Google Tag Manager with your Gmail account. So you can see by the right hand side here that I already have my Gmail account, which is signed into this to Google Tag Manager, right? So once you have done that, you're going to be having the same interface just like this. Now, if you are here, what is the next thing for you to do? So the next thing for you to do here is actually to create a container. Now I'm going to be showing you how to create a container in a few seconds, right? So all you have to do is to come to the right hand side of the screen where you have create account. So click on this create account. So once you click on this create account, the next thing is to give your account a name, right? Like you need to give the container a name. So I'm going to be using the name of my website so that I can easily recall, right? So I'm going to be entering the name here. So this is the name. Then the next thing is to select your region, your country. This is very important. You see that United Kingdom is selected for us as default, right? But then I am not in United Kingdom. I'm in Nigeria, right? So I'm going to be looking for Nigeria here. I'm going to be selecting Nigeria. So on your end, ensure to select the country in which you are at, or maybe the country that your business is in, right? So it's very, very important. Then the next thing that we need to do is to enter our container, right? Like, which is our website, right? So for you to do this, all you have to do is to go to your system.io, right? I'm going to be entering my system.io sales funnel now. I'm going to be opening this. I'm going to be clicking on signing in. So I have about three sales funnel here. So I'm just going to be selecting one of them to demonstrate this for you guys, right? I'm going to be using sales funnel here. So once I click on sales funnel, I'm going to be clicking on this particular landing page. So once I do that, I'm going to be copying the URL here. Now that I've copied the URL, what is the next step? I'm going to be pasting it here. But remember, the format that we need to use is actually www. But then if I paste this now, it's going to be apparent HTTPS, right? So we just need to remove this HTTPS and put it on www. Right? Spray market /watch, right? So now we have different platforms that you can select here, but then this is actually a web event that we want to track on our website, right? So I'm going to be selecting website here, but then if you want to track an activity or an action on your iOS or Android app, right, you just need to select either iOS or Android depending on the app location, right? Then the last thing is server. So if you want to track like a server event, you can just use the last option, right? But since this is a web event that we want to track, I'm going to be putting it on website here. I'm going to be on web rather, and then I'm going to be clicking on create. Then the next thing, we need to accept this terms and some condition. So we just need to accept this terms and condition in order for us to continue, right? I'm going to be clicking on yes. Now that you have done this, you have successfully created a container. However, we are not done yet because we need to get the tracking code from here. So you see the code, right? We need to copy this code and then go to our sales funnel. I'm going to be editing the sales funnel here. So we need to paste this particular code on the header section of our website. If you can see the instruction, this particular code is to be pasted on the header section of our website or our sales funnel, right? Now I'm going to be scrolling down to where we have this tracking, right? I'm going to be clicking on edit here. So I already have a code here, so this code is not valid anymore. I'm going to be removing this code. I'm going to paste this one, then click on save changes. So after you click on save changes, also come here to save the changes again. So remember, you need to save changes twice in order for you to or proceed, right? Or in order for your settings to be done effectively. Now that you have done the settings, what is the next thing? You can either test to be sure if you actually install it correctly. So if you want to do that, click on exit here and let's copy the URL again. So I'm going to be copying the URL again. I'm going to come here to check if we actually did the right thing. So I'm going to be clicking on test. So if it is checked for us, it means we've done it correctly. And if there's an error, it's going to be showing maybe a warning sign or something here, which shows that it has not been properly installed. So, but you can see here that it's actually checked for us, right? So this shows that we have successfully linked our System.io sales funnel to our Google Tag Manager. So this is all you guys need to know when it comes to linking your sales funnel on System.io with Google Tag Manager. So if you gain an insightful knowledge from this video, please subscribe to my channel, turn on the bell notification icon so that you get notified anytime I upload new videos like this.